It's time. It is time I finally do the thing I've been saying I will do for months, if not really years, since I started collecting Pokemon cards. As you can see before me, I have a bunch of cards that are semi-sorted. I started this project about a month ago of organising all of my holos and reverse holos into their set and then into alphabetical order. Now I stopped at the point where I had ordered them all into their sets, and I never got past this point, and I keep thinking about it very obviously because it is taking up a lot of space in my office, space that I'm supposed to use for crafting and sewing and all of that. It's currently dedicated to Pokemon cards. So today we are finally going to sort it out, and let me just show you what we're working with here. So as I said, I organized all of these cards about a month ago into set type, into the set that they come from. I have been adding ones as I go, as I open things, and then even worse, over here you can see a bunch of bulk that hasn't even gone into any kind of box whatsoever. Chaos. What we'd like to do is take these cards, sort them into alphabetical order, and put them into this box right here. This box is a nice bulk box that I bought a while ago that I was like, this will be great. I'm not even sure whether all of them are going to fit in here. I mean, I think they all will. I don't know what's going to happen when we move on to bulk. So right now I'm going to focus on reverse holos and holos. We will sort out the like normal bulk at some other point in time, but I think the key is let's sort these. So what I'm going to do first, these are already sorted into set order. What I'm going to do is I am going to put them down into piles, and then I'm going to empty out the card sorter so that I can use this then to do alphabetical order of each set. And I think that's going to help us. Now it must be noted that doing this alone took me a couple of hours. It was a very arduous process. I had not been organizing my cards at all as I went along for the last however many years I've been collecting cards. So it was a complete mess. So I anticipate that alphabetically organizing things is also going to take a very long time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to time it. I'm going to show you guys how long it takes me, how much of the box gets filled, and give you an idea of anything I face as challenge. Mostly I'm making this video so that I definitely do this. So let's start organizing. Okay, I have just pulled up on my phone the symbols for all of the sets so that I can first put everything into order, because right now they're not in order of release date. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to organize by release date and go from there. Little bonus, ow, I just hit my elbow. Little bonus, I did just find some that I had organized already. It looks like I'd taken some of the smaller sets and organized those. So thank you, past me. Okay, you can't see me, but at this stage I have organized all of the earlier set from Sword and Shield that I have. Some of them are like 3 cards, so I'm going to go through and I think I will alphabetize these first since they're the smaller sets, and then we'll move on to the later sets, which I have a lot of cards of. So let's get going. It has now been 25 minutes since I started, and we have finished just this tiny section of the Sword and Shield era. We now have the biggest era, which I'm gonna need for sure this card sorter for. The other one I managed to do all without card sorter, because I mean there were maximum like 20 cards in one of those, the rest of them not too bad. So I am a little bit worried. I feel like I'm missing some sets. Maybe I just never got holos or reverse holos from them, but it seems unlikely. Anyway, there might be some missing cards somewhere, but we'll work with what we've got. So we've finished Sword and Shield. We're going to go on to Scarlet and Violet, and then our finale will be Japanese. However, I don't know if I'm going to organize Japanese cards by alphabet. I don't know if that's something I have in me. So that one might just be plonked in at the end. I did also put all the bulk that I had just lying around in my office into a box at least, because I think we'll have plenty of space for the rest of the cards anyway. But I need to stop yapping, and I need to start organizing these cards, because after this I can go get lunch. So fingers crossed we get this done nice and quick. Okay, we are about halfway through Scarlet and Violet, and it's been an hour since I started this adventure. So we probably got another 30 minutes, because this is Temporal Forces, which I'm working on next, and this is about the same size as the, well, not quite, Prismatic Evolutions that I've also opened a lot of. And then we have the Japanese last. But I think, as I said, I won't do Japanese. I am pretty pooped already just from 1 hour of focusing on alphabets. I tell you what, I am singing the alphabet song to myself every time I go through each of these cards. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have it memorized, evidently. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. It's filling up. Honestly, not filling up as much as I thought it would. But I'm going to keep on chugging, and I'm just going to push my way through and get it finished, hopefully. I'm on the last one. The last two sets I had already somehow organized alphabetically, so now all I have left is the gigantic pile of Prismatic. I honestly didn't realize just how many Prismatic I managed to get my hands on, but evidently quite a bit, and yet I still don't have any of the exciting pulls from Prismatic. But that's just how it goes. Okay, last one, let's do it. I forgot that I opened Journey Together yesterday, and I have some cards from that, so I still gotta organize that. We did it! Yay! We have all of the English cards organized by release date, by set, and by alphabetical order, and then we also have the Japanese cards on the second row there that are not organized whatsoever. They are organized by set and by release date, but not by anything else. So that might be a journey for another day. We also have the big line of bulk there. Honestly, I'm very surprised that it didn't even take up a full row for the English ones, which also makes me feel like I have missed some cards somewhere, because there is no way that that's all of my holos and reverse holos. Mind you, some are in binders because I like the art of them. You know, they could be in other places, so maybe that's all of them. Maybe. I'm gonna go get some lunch and relax and probably get off the floor for a while, because my body's not used to being on the floor. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed organizing alongside me. Maybe it motivated you to organize your own cards. I don't know. I feel less motivated to organize my bulk, if I'm completely honest. But we will get there someday. It is nice to have them all nicely organized there. I do want to get some like firm dividers, and I will make sure that they don't move around in the box too much, but I think I'm happy with everything I've done today for a little while now, and I finally have a bit of space on my craft desk so I can actually do some crafting again, which is nice. I think that was worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for hanging out, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.